We want to invite you to have lunch with us every day for the rest of the week.
Oh, it's okay. Coolness. So we'll see you tomorrow.
On Wednesdays, we wear pink.
What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. So glad you decided to stop back by for yet another snatch and slay session with your girl. And today I am super excited because today kicks off my brand new series that I'm starting. So this series is going to be called Big Screen Looks. And pretty much I'm going to be doing looks that are inspired by TV shows and movies. And I was just thinking to myself, when I came up with this concept, I was just thinking to myself, how can I incorporate two things that I love and put them together? Because I absolutely love TV. That's exactly what I do on my free time. If you know me well, you know that I'm binge watching something on Netflix, Hulu, Amazon Prime, whatever. And I just love TV. It's like my first love, aside from God. So I came up with this concept to, maybe I can do a makeup look that is inspired by a TV show or a movie that I love. There's obviously countless TV shows and countless movies that I can, be inspired by. So I figured, why not? So this kicks off the start of my series. And today's movie that we're going to be inspired by is none other than Mean Girls, if you didn't know already. It's not Wednesday, but we do have our pink on. So we're going to be doing a little look inspired by Mean Girls. I'm hoping that if you're watching this channel that you have seen this movie, because if not, you have missed a treat. We're going to be doing a look inspired by that movie, so I hope you enjoy this. Before we jump into it, I need you to do a couple things for me. Be sure to like, comment, and most of all, subscribe to my channel so you can be a part of the Snatch and Slay gang. Don't forget to click that little bell right next to the subscribe button so you can be notified of all my future uploads, therefore making it easier for you to come and Snatch and Slay on the regular. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into it. So, today is really rainy outside. I don't know if you can hear. You probably won't be able to, but it's really rainy and dreary. Really doesn't put you in the motivation to do much but like lay in bed and watch TV. But I figured I'd take it upon myself to do this video anyway, because I've been waiting to do this for a while because I came up with this concept like last month. So I'm finally jumping into it, and I did mention in my last video that I have some new things for you, and this is one of those things. We're gonna make like Regina George and get slayed, okay? So we're gonna first go in with this new e.l.f. matte putty primer. This I got recently. I've been trying to try some new things from e.l.f. because they're really expanding their cosmetic line. So I got the matte putty primer. They do have another version of this. It's not a matte, it's just like a regular putty primer, but I like to have a matte finish, so I figured I'd get the matte one. And we're just gonna go in and prime our face with this. Hope everybody's been doing well. I know it's been a crazy world out there, so hope everybody's been staying safe and continuing to wait out this craziness that we got going on, because it seems like it gets crazier and crazier by the minute, and we just gotta, like I always say, stay prayed up and we should be all right. One thing that this primer does is like fill in your pores. If you have big pores, it helps to fill those in so you can have a nice smooth canvas to work with, when you put your base on and everything like that. So now we're gonna hop in to our eyebrows, of course. We're gonna take this eyebrow product by e.l.f. in the shade Espresso and go in to define our eyebrows here. I'm just gonna go in with this angled brush to start off. Who is ready for the fall, honey? I know I am. I used to say that the summer was my favorite season, but I was so wrong. I think I used to only say that because my birthday's in the summer. But that's the only thing. That's the only great thing about the summer is my birthday. So, but I definitely really enjoy the fall. I like the crisp coolness of it, and Halloween, and you know, just pumpkins and everything. I'm not a big pumpkin spice person. Don't crucify me for that, but I just love this season. And I do have friends that love pumpkin spice things from like McDonald's and Starbucks, so I get the appeal, but it's not for me. But sweet potato pie and pumpkin pie, that's me all day, because Thanksgiving is my favorite holiday. So I definitely can get into that. Only thing that really annoys me about fall really is all the stores already have Christmas things out. Like Hobby Lobby has their Christmas things out before fall even hits, and it's just really annoying. Like, I understand that people are really ready for, you know, after Thanksgiving, boom, it's Christmas time. But it's like you don't even have a chance to really enjoy Thanksgiving time because Christmas is already into play. And it just really bothers me. But that's just me. I'm weird like that. Now we're just gonna go through and brush these products out. Taking that spoolie and just kind of blending that section out with that. Now we're gonna go on with this putty eye primer that I waited so long to get. I actually got the e.l.f. putty primer that we use, this and something else. I actually purchased online just because a lot of times you can't find the products that you need sometimes in like Walmart or Ulta, because like they're all out of stock and they don't have the right shade that you need. And right now you can't try anything out in Ulta or Sephora, so you gotta have to wing it. So online, to me, you get like a better feel of like what shade you're actually getting, because they have like the little testers and stuff like that. So, and it's still like a blind eye type of deal. Like you really have to say, okay, well this looks like the shade that I need, but still I think it's better than just trying to wing it in the store. So, but anyway, yeah, so I got this putty eye primer that really, it's like a dupe for the matte paint pot, which is MAC paint pot, and that's a lot more expensive, and this was only like $6, maybe $8, I think. So compared to like, I think the paint pot is like $30-$40. Price point difference from, you know, getting this where you can have the same situation going on. So we're gonna go in and define out our brows with this. Going in with a secondary angle brush. Only thing about this putty eye primer is that it's kind of hard to blend out because it's a very, very thick consistency. So when I'm doing this portion of my eyebrows, it takes a little longer to blend out, but it's worth it just because of the results you get. So now we're gonna go in with this angled sponge to blend it. To take this concealer brush and take some more of the same product and just coat the rest of our lid here. And I think this brush I actually got, this was a third product I got on e.l.f. when I got these other products. So this is just a good brush to conceal whatever area. Especially your eyes though, because this is really the only area I use it on, so. And another thing I like about this project is that the way it dries down, you don't need to apply a powder to set it because it dries down as a powder. So it's like perfect. It's like killing two birds with one stone, so. Excelente. Anyway, we're gonna go in with this LA Girl Pro Conceal in the shade Chestnut to define out the top portion of our eyebrows here. And with that same angle brush that we used. Complete my words today. I'm just gonna go on that same angled sponge on the other end, using the other end to blend it out. All right, now we're gonna hop into my favorite portion in doing my makeup is eyeshadow. And we're gonna be using a new palette that I haven't used before. I actually got it in a BoxyCharm, not last month, but the month before that. So not August, but July, I believe. And it is the Festival 2.0 eyeshadow palette by Pure. And it's got some lovely colors in it. So I'm really excited to use it. But we're gonna kind of focus on the these more neutral shades here. Just because it's gonna go with the theme we're going for. On Wednesdays we wear pink, so we're gonna make it do what it do with this palette, and I think we'll get some good use out of it. But I'm first gonna go in with this shade Dreamland right here, and we're gonna go in and take that just above the crease. I'm gonna go in with this blending brush here, and actually I lied. I'm gonna take this shade instead, Insta Worthy right here, and take that in the above the crease here. So I think I might mix the two. How about that? That might work out better. And I love when palettes have mirrors that I can like easily hold. That's always a plus. It seemed pretty pigmented. I'm getting a good bit of fallout from the palette, but no harm, no foul. Still seems to be pretty pigmented, so. I'm gonna take this shade here, Photo Op, and go in and start to deepen up the crease a little bit. Going in with this smaller Morphe blending brush. I don't think that shade's gonna be dark enough, so I'm gonna go in with Onset instead. Yeah, that's better. I think I'm gonna go back into this initial color we're gonna use, Photo Op, and just take it in the crease. Take it where the crease, right above the crease here, just so we can add some dimension, if you will. Alright, and we are going to cut the crease, so I'm going to go in with the Tarte Shape Tape concealer in the shade Deep Sand. And we're going to go in and cut the crease. And this brush here is actually a paintbrush, but it works really well when it's used to cut the crease. It has a really fine tip to it, so. Went ahead and did my other eye off camera, you guys, my cut, as far as my cut crease goes. But now we're gonna go into, I think I'm gonna go into Euphoric, the shade here, and take that on top of the cut crease, do a nice little shimmer. Now maybe should have went in with a matte shade first just to lay that down under the shimmer, but I think this is working out fine. At this point I'm just layering it on. It seems to be turning out pretty good. So now we're gonna go back in with that smaller blending brush that we used earlier and go back into the darker onset shade and take it in our outer corner to blend everything in. I'm actually gonna take a little bit of this Insta Worthy that we used above our crease and take it between the shimmer and the matte shade here to give us a little dimension. Alright, ladies and gents, now we're gonna get into our base and we're gonna come back to our eyes. We're gonna go in with the Insta Bake Aqua Glass Foundation by Beauty Bakery. Forgot how flexible this foundation is, but it still gets the job done, so don't get me wrong. I'm just gonna use this foundation blush to blend everything in. I always say the same thing about this foundation, but for it to be as flexible as it is, so liquidy, it is still full coverage, so don't be fooled. And now we're gonna go back in with this Tarte Shape Tape Concealer to conceal our under eyes and T-zone. I'm just gonna go in with this beauty blender and blend everything out. Gonna go in and bake with our I Heart Revolution chocolate banana baking powder. You know, guys, I love this stuff. It is the best. I'll never let that sit for too long, so I'm just gonna go in and dust it off with this Morphe brush. And I'm gonna go in and cream contour with this creaseless concealer by Tarte in the shade, let's see, Espresso. I think I'm almost out of this stuff, but it's so great. I gotta get some more. Definitely gonna repurchase at some point. Let's take a bronzer brush and buff this out. I'm gonna go in with this flat foundation brush and blend my nose out as well. I'm gonna go into the Saharian blush palette by Juvia's Place and go in with a smidge of their shade Zane. I'm not gonna go crazy with this just because we don't want to look crazy, But just gonna do a little dab of blush. Alright, now we're gonna go on to this Cover Fix palette and just use this bronzer here to, please excuse how dirty this palette is, but we're gonna use this bronzer here to contour a little bit more. I'm gonna deepen up the cheeks a little bit. I'm taking some on the forehead as well. And now we're gonna use something I've never used before. It's by Artist Couture, and it's the Illuminati Diamond Glow Powder. So it's pretty much a powder highlighter, which I've never used a powder highlighter before. I usually use like the pressed ones. Gonna go in with the slightest bit. I'm just gonna tap some in the cap just so we don't use too much of it. On this highlighter brush here for the cheekbones. Someone will use too much, so I'm just tapping off the excess. Yes, honey. Definitely giving me the glow to the gods that I want. A little bit more on this side because it seems like it's a little, like it blends out pretty well. So tapping off the excess doesn't, I don't think you'll need to do that, but I'm gonna take a fan brush and bring a little down the nose. I'm gonna take some more of this setting powder from I Heart Revolution and just sculpt out the cheeks on the bottom portion here. Just go in and dust that excess off. I'm just gonna go in with this Everyday Vacay. I don't know how to pronounce their name, but anyway, I'm just gonna go in with this setting spray to get rid of any excess powder we may have. And this stuff smells so good. It smells like coconuts. Oof, love that. Going in to finish up our eyes. We're not gonna do any falsies today. I'm just gonna throw on some mascara. I'm gonna go in with this darker shade we used on set on our lower lash line. I'm gonna go in with this brush by Lavish. I'm gonna go in with this Moda brush and just blend this out. And now we're gonna go in with this Better Than Sex mascara by Too Faced to coat our lashes. I'm just going to go back into this Cover Fix palette, and we're going to use this brightener right here in our inner corner. And now we're going to go in with this Infallible Pro Matte Liquid Lipstick by L'Oreal. You guys know I love this stuff. And use that as a lippy today. I'm gonna go in with one last spritz while this dries down because we're gonna go over it with a lip gloss. Love the smell of this spray. Good gracious. Now we're gonna go over it with this Lip Injection Glossy Lip Gloss by Too Faced. Well, all right, ladies and gents. Can't forget about our wig snatch. All right, boys and girls, thank you so much for hanging out with me today and being a part of my very first Big Screen Looks series. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm pretty happy about how the look came out. Like I said, it's not Wednesday, but we are wearing our pink today and we are repping our Mean Girl look. Giving you some Gretchen vibes with this wig, huh? I'd say so. But anyway, thank you so much for hanging out with me today, and I hope to see you very soon on the next one. But before I go, I will leave you with this. Regina George is an evil dictator. And how do you overthrow an evil dictator? You cut off her resources. Regina would be nothing without her high-status man candy, technically good physique, an ignorant band of loyal followers. Okay, if we want this to work, you are gonna have to keep hanging out with Regina like nothing is wrong. Can you do it? I can do it. Okay, let's rock this bitch.